Well, it's something that we as a church have looked forward to and hoped for many years, and it is truly a dream come true.
A dream that started many, many years ago, probably almost 20 years ago, and of a small group of people that just saw at that time the need for handicap accessible fellowship hall.
Grandparents had a vision in the mid-90s and made a sizable contribution to it. And it was later achieved after 15 plus years, and here we are. It's with the help of many people that I may never meet.
And all the while that this is going on, we have weekly meetings and see the money coming in. Never once did we have a bill come in that we didn't have money to pay until the very last. And then when they said we're going to get builder's call, well, Di had told me about builder's call. I'd been at an annual conference a couple of years, so I knew it. And to be selected, because it's like the icing on the cake. It will take us above and beyond. Nobody has to be under the burden. Jesus said, "You do mine and I will repay." And I found that same thing with my life. And it's just wonderful, the miracle that has happened here.
When we started this time, everything just kind of fell into place. More people got behind the idea, and we started out hearing lots of, "Nah, I don't think we can do this." But then pretty soon you started hearing a few more, "Maybe we can. Well, maybe we can."
It was right after the tornado and the floods, and it just came together. I believe what's one of the words is like synergy, or that it was just there. You could feel it melding. And so when they began, there was no turning back. As someone said, once we got the architects' work, we had to go forward. The accessibility was extremely important, because even in those small buildings that do exist throughout the community, they were not always handicapped accessible.
My mother had both hips replaced at a pretty early age, and she no longer has to climb the steps to bring food up for fellowship.
It's not only a space where it's just not only a new building, but it's a place where old and young can come together and really worship together and just have a great time. It's a place of joy and laughter and stories, and it's a great place to just really be able to come together. And it's a beautiful, beautiful space, and it's really amazing to have something this nice to be able to share with your church, your community, just everything. It's a great space to have.
I enjoy Sundays after church. We come in here, my daughter races to the toy room and with all the other kids her age and younger, and drag toys out, push them across the floor. And we had family get-togethers here 2 or 3 times since it's been built. Amazing.
My grandsons had their graduation parties here. And, you know, the people can come in, and it's a lovely place.
And it's beautiful. Done a wonderful job designing it. It's a great addition to the community. This would serve as a place for someone to come for comfort. When disasters happen, Red Cross needs to come in. They need to go somewhere. The fire department has served its purpose, and it has its purpose as the first responders. This would allow people to step away from that. Even cots couldn't be put in here for people to sleep if they needed to, if they've lost their home.
Every dollar is a blessing and reminds us of our United Methodist connectionalism, that if together we can all help. So we feel very, very blessed.
This is a bunch of people giving a little bit and then watching how God can use this.
I'm very blessed to be a part, be here, and the faith that I do have, it's amazing, and I want it to grow so much, and it's so awesome to have a place like this where we can share it with everybody. I'm sorry. It's awesome. It's really great. It's hard to being a high school kid, and but to have such a great family and a great congregation. I couldn't ask for anything.
I truly believe that in building this fellowship hall, that they have brought with them hope into the community. Because with the floods, the tornado, and even the flood of this past summer, they needed a place that could say, we can keep going. There will be life here in New Hartford.
I guess if you have a dream and it just won't go away, you just decide it has to be of God. And if it's of God, anything is possible.